Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, hope that all of you will be fine and okay. Today we will start a new unit, Unit 2 and First Aid for second semester. So in Unit 2, our new topic is bandages. Bandages, definition of bandages, functions or importance of bandages, types of bandages and methods of applying different bandages. So in this unit and bandages we will study four subtopics. First one, definition of bandages. Second, functions or importance of bandages. Third, types of bandages. And fourth one, methods of applying different bandages. Okay, that's the unit 2 start to for first aid the second semester subject. For unit 2 की बमू bandages सतवाई second number bandages अहमियत से bandages खसूसियात से bandages वली मुंगा इफ्लाई को dream number the bandages मुख्तलिफ किस्मों ने ही कम किस्म bandages या पठे पक में लगेगी और fourth one कम तरीके से बमूंगा bandages या द पठे इफ्लाई को नराजू पर topic तरफ का first definition of bandages. Bandage wise bandage definition. A bandage is a piece of tape or cloth that's used to slow the flow of blood from a cut or another wound. The tape the kafri or tukulari sabi comes if like you move for your zahambandi ya for your then a bleeding की वीना बदीगी अगर ते फ्लाई को द दो मकासद द पारा अवलेने दा चिदा bleeding stop शी द bleeding द वीना नोरम न बदीगी और second one का फर्स्ट का यो आम जख्म दे वीना न बदीगी को आम जख्म दे अगर ते जदीद फरी फ्लाई को चिदा जख्म पाक पातिशी चिदा contaminations निकीगी तो for example द open wound पातिशी जख्म खुलाओ पातिशी पटे तो निशिंदी द microbial attack की देशो द जख्म सेवा की देशी तो यो दा ची bleeding stop की और second one दा ची further contamination निशी further complications रानिशी infection निशी दा जख्म जोड़ निशी की परे wound की तो दी वजह ना मुंगा दा bandage या पटे apply को. Now, a strip of that definition, your second definition, that is a strip of material used mainly to support and immobilize a part of the body. The donor definition, audio definitions, the Kaveshi, you become a husband. Again, the definition. A bandage is a piece of tape or cloth that's used to slow the flow of blood from a cut or another wound. A strip of material used mainly to support and immobilize a part of the body. Second was Ratumunga, she bandages move woody flaco, the photo package on wheel, the Ahmed of some importance there, as you already said, Chamunga, Yosahanta package flaco, Momotalif points, for points first one they apply pressure to stop bleeding. Our point should use for example, bleeding ki giving a baby, second to package the pressure out by pressure applies. The bleeding stop she. Second to support fracture bone. She can bone educate fracture shell the machine ya asi fracture support melau she support the melau she aga moment na ke dage dojina for the complication narazi or she support she naga healing garushi. Third one, to immobilize bone to improve healing process. For example, your bone fracture shell educate from the bone amachine لغاية support workplace كم تطور عم فريستر وشغلي كي غادي نفري كده support ملاوشي كده كمبون مارشوي كده بار मतलब ده moment ना كي ده كي هنا كده का healing process improve or healing process ज़रूरी to secure our dressing in place. For fourth one कि कलामुंगा योजे वाली antiseptic या antibiotic कम ointment cream राजी अकामुं को यूज़ हम मनी फ्ले कि ना का दो chances की सेवा भी निको फर्स्ट कमूंगा antiseptic या antibiotic कम ointment वगैरह दिया गया पर यूज़ हम इफ्लाई को बेट पटे तको दादा कम dressing शो दादा मुसरा safe शो secure शो दादा जर्नजी दादा contact time दादा healing सरा दादा कम antiseptic या ointment वगैरह चिकम antibacterial दादा contact time दादा bone सरा जख्म सरा सेवा शो ने healing के ज़रूरी दादा dressing secure शो. Last one, to retain splint in place of etc. So, splint the compound was splashing a machine that was presently but Tarusati. Sixth one, the Munere discussed. For sixth one, show from the contamination to prevent contamination. contamination مطلب یو ځای زخمي دی هغې نن پټۍ تاو کړو په هغې باندې ګنمن ساوارې دوړه ډسټ وغیره څه پرې نه لګي نو فردر کمپلیکیشن نه راځي مطلب د هغه زخم څخه پاتې شي نو دا پنځه چې کوم دي most important uses of bandages دي یا د bandages اهمیت دی یې کار دی فنکشن دی راځو next types of bandages ته نو سره کوم قسم bandages دي پټۍ ویروي په مارکیټ کې اویلیبل کوم دي first one دی triangular bandages crab bandages, gauze or cotton bandages, and adhesive bandages. These are the main types of bandages. The diagram of first one over a triangular bandages. Yeah, triangular bandage. That the rotation 1, 2, 3, 3 ingots per triangle. Yeah, triangular bandage with the way. Second one crab bandages. The elastic with which elastic savary. Gauze cotton bandages. The arm cotton bandages becomes as a complete like the hava flu hum pasana kiki do the own process come there the some such improve or last the adhesive bandages. Adhesive means following this back side the tape side ke ati remove the body pe follow in is about the adhesive bandages way or the main types of bandages reduce for details are the types that some types we have for details are you explain to some types or that bandage hum pratham condition ki patient ka ya kam se kam tamanga da explain to first one the ruler bandages ruler means arm ruling kai ruler bandage ahmiyat de zat sewa de kam de surgery ushi ya open wounds we forget the hava flu تو چې کوم دا پکار وي ایر فلو ته پکار وي نو دې کې ایر فلو کې یو پروسس چې کوم دی ضروري دي کې مختلف بیا کلمات راځي ځینې 1 انچ پکې وي ځینې 2 انچز وي ځینې 3 انچز ځینې 4 انچز وي د مختلف اپلیکیشن لپاره فار ایگزامپل ګوتې ته مو پټۍ کوو نو بیا 1 انچز پکار ده 2 انچز چې کوم دی ریس جوینټ ته کوو 3 چې کوم دی انکلز وغیره ته کوو ایلبو ته 4 ته نی یا لیګ ته کوو نو هغې لپاره 4 انچز پکار وي مختلف کې راځي خو تاسو سره دا نه زده کړئ چې رولر بینډیج سیکنډ ون راځو self-adhering or conforming bandages. Self-adhering means the khapala body within khalikum am stick na tangyo kala jib pashi ya kinolo pashi da dahiram thawo dita we self-adhering da khapala khali dita the world or for zurat nabi dita we self-adhering conforming bandages. Next, gauze ruler. Gauze ruler the gauze ruler ahmiyat de zat sewa de kala suno surgical cases ki surgery ki mostly gauze ruler use ki gauze ruler division sewa da or last one the triangular bandages elastic ruler bandages de ki the hava flow ne ki de ki elasticity sewa bi lachak sewa bi kala yo bone fan kai ya yo bone mamulation friction dage sara dage kam khas especially limbs ki upper limbs ki lower limbs ki come the long cylindrical bones di tamude like ko de lachik sewa de da fresh adhesion जैसे reply kai bone ta support warte se ke di tawi elastic ruler bandages. Last one the triangular bandages. Triangular is the name indicated anuna patabe ki triangles with 1 2 3 division is triangular bandages way. The next methods of applying bandages. Bandages pate bang apply ko sanga yo samta the four methods is the most important is that you see first one the circular method, second one spiral method, third one reverse spiral method, and fourth one figure of 8. Us the number patuligi circular method that is circuit ki payo de bantul pateta digi spiral method spiral matlab de chimaki pas is area tawshwa dagi pa isni me savan beta ushi beta bari me satawshi it is spiral or reverse spiral dite which you pair che come in the roller shi dobara pe khapal component che structure ri tara shi reverse spiral reverse ni dobara rashi reverse figure of 8 that che come the 8 digit jodigi is especially comes like joints with the elbow joint show knee joint show comes like joint with amunga ko ya gite like ko zaka the joint ko munga partnership like a joint moment na kai na joint andi or the joint da pasa da ide ko joint bus party ki bilkul sanga chida 8 figure the 8 sangi unda ka tarike sara tawigi modi numu ko shanti ki di metal de jisanga munga da if like ko razu pas kwanta circular method also the diagram ketare she theories follow gore sanga the diagram to gore da tool che sumam da bandage de sumam da patera tool pa yugi dieta shweda che comes in start ageste shwede initially pashan te tool pa yugi dieta shweda opar pa ze bandi matlab ورکړل شوی دی نو دې ته وایي circular turn. Circular turns are used chiefly to ensure bandage and to terminate bandage. کوم ځای کې انچور شوي کوم ځای initial start شوي په هغه ځای باندې دا bend شوي terminate شوي دې ته ځکه circular turns وایي. Applying the end of the bandage to the part of the body to be bandaged. کوم ځای نه مونږ bend کوو یا پټیو ته کوو دا هغه start شي په هغه ځای باندې ختم شي ځکه دې ته circular bandage وایي. Second one راځو spiral method. Spiral method, spiral د نوم نه پته لګي spring تاسو ګورئ بالکل یو بل end پروتي ته spiral وایي. دې ځای نه for example bend start شوی دی diagram ته ګورئ start شوی دی بیا چې د دې پټې کوم اولنی turn تاو شوی اولنی نو د هغې turn په نیم باندې بیا بل turn تاو شوی بیا د هغې turn په نیم باندې بل turn تاو شوی دی په 30 انګل باندې یا 30 ډیګري انګل باندې بیا دا یو turn بل تاو شوی دی د end پورې نو end کې دلته بیا دا انچور شوی دی د دې وجې نه دې ته وایي spiral method. Second one, spiral method. The spiral turns are used to bend the cylindrical parts of the body that are fairly uniform in the circumference, such as upper arm and lower legs. These are likely mostly spiral method. There are spiral turns that come down but quality. Third one, that the spiral reverse method. There spiral reverse turn. These spiral turn. The spiral the end of a spiral method by for example our neck turn show ari pani mobile turn dari pani mobile turn end of that spiral show us the agar reverse razi sen reverse means dobara वापस पे दोबारा राजी कम इन बने जब इंचोशियो स्ट्रक्टिंग सकते थे या बैंशियो जो वापस आपको पॉइंट राजी लेकिन रिवर्स स्पाइरल बने दोबारा राशि यदि तो स्पाइरल रिवर्स या स्पाइरल रिवर्स टर्न. Spiral reverse turn are used to bend the cylindrical parts of the body that are not uniform in circumference, such as the lower leg or lower forearms. Last one, figure of 8. Yeah, 8 figure. Come back on the figure of 8 turn. There are two joint, for example, the knee joint, the elbow joint, the joint community close to their movement. For example, you turn of the joint area that also belt turn the joint the pasta. We have belt turn Dubar, the joint the belt turn base joint the pasta. So these 8 digit that figure because 8 shanduri is a 8 turn way. Yeah, figure of 8 is a way. Yeah, elbow for example, Munga, but take on the Spanish to consider the giant, they come circular, spiral, reverse people of the giant movement. Okay, the vagina, the Munga figure of 8 turns. For example, you turn the town second turn, the giant the passatari, the data figure of 8 turns. Application of bandage on elbow, ankle, and knee. Some giants the begin the bandage with two circle turns, your circle with the giant alignable circle with the giant the first key. So the lecture ki first one the bandage definition, second importance of bandages, third one types of bandages, and fourth one methods of applying different bandages. Thank you. First methods of applying bandages because the children share the TV to set up the names here. First one circular turn, circular method, spiral method, spiral reverse, and last one figure of 8. Once again, Dubara we are set for the lesson. Initially, the lesson to the bandage definition, the bandages ahmiyat functions. मुख्तलिफ किस्मों ना कम किस्म bandages दी और fourth one कम तरीके से bandages apply किए हुए तो सलोट्स of topic शू दा complex के notebook के साथ सदा राइट के बार ये बोले ये वैसे डिस्कस के तो फर्स्ट के छात्र से questions भी तो second time के जो question ऐसा second time जाने के उस पर क्वेश्चन के वैसे पर डेट कर सकते अल्लाह कमाल खुदा हाफिज़.